Hello and welcome. Today I want to share something that I released on donfarland.com but hadn't previously mentioned here on YouTube, and just wanted to share it with all of you in case it was something that you were interested in. This is a Critical Role conversion for the adventure Lost Mine of Phandelver. I'm a big fan of the Critical Role web series and love running D&D games set in Exandria, the world that Critical Role is based in. And recently I did a adventure, Lost Mine of Phandelver, for a new group of players, and they were fans of the show and wanted to run their adventure in the world of Exandria. So I ran the adventure and took some notes, and those notes became this document. So real briefly, I just want to show it off. This is basically a companion guide to go with you. So if you're running Lost Mine of Phandelver, you still need the adventure and the starter edition set. But then this PDF provides a little bit of lore and background to help you run the adventure in Exandria and kind of connect the adventure to the Critical Role universe. So I created it for fans of the show and obviously D&D players, but you don't necessarily need to be a Critical Role fan, a critter, if you will, to enjoy it. You could just want to run Lost Mine of Phandelver somewhere different. If you're tired of Faerun and the various factions and locations and NPCs and the world of the Forgotten Realms, this is just another way you can run the adventure, and it gives it a little bit more unique flavor to it. So I created some maps specifically for the adventure. A alternate map of Joran Village, which is the stand-in for Phandalin, and I created a regional map to go with it that kind of moves around the locations like Wyvern Tor and Thunder Tree, etc. And those are available on my website for download. The links are in the PDF. I also provided a quick translator so that you knew, if I read High Road, I change it to Parchwood Way, Sword Mountains or the Cliffkeep Mountains. Just a quick translator to go from Faerunese to Exandrian, so that you can kind of keep the various landmarks straight as you go. I also provided a good background and history to kind of link the adventure to the Critical Role universe, more than just restating exactly what was in the adventure. I wanted to have something that's tied in with the information that Matthew Mercer provided in the Tal'Dorei campaign guide. So obviously you can write your own and change things up you want. It was just something there to give you a jump start. So throughout the guide, what I do is I go through the various sections of the adventure and I point out things that would have to change or be different to fit in Exandria. I make some changes to the lore and background of NPCs and events, just so that it ties into the story of Critical Role. There are some mentions to Campaign 1, the story of Vox Machina. But by all means, you don't need to know any of this information, just like you don't necessarily need to know any of the information about Faerun for Lost Mine of Phandelver. So going through the different pages, it walks you through the adventure from one section to the next and kind of gives you tips on how to adjust that section for your adventure. You can see here a preview of the regional map where I have Joran Village and the various landmarks. And as you go through the document, it pretty much, like I said, it just gives you a starting point. It gives you a way to connect in to Exandrian lore without necessarily rewriting the adventure. I wanted this just to be a companion piece, not a total rewrite, because that would be a lot of work and really isn't necessary. And then last but not least, the starter edition comes with pre-rolled characters, character sheets, so that new players can just kind of jump right in without having to figure out the character creation piece. And a lot of their backgrounds are very tied into Faerun lore and Forgotten Realms. So I basically just created some new backgrounds to go with those characters. So these can be used, as a drop-in replacement for the character background, or they can just be ideas for you as you work through, creating a new background. Anyway, it's pretty straightforward document. You can download it on donfarland.com. Right now it's the top post. And I'll be doing a little bit more. I will be doing a Game Master 5 companion campaign file that'll go with it. It'll be preloaded with the information in there, including the encounters and things like that. That'll be released on the website. And then I have a couple of other interesting Critical Role themed files, Compendium and Game Master 5 starter set, if you will, for Critical Role based campaigns. And then I'm still working on a number of settlement maps. I've done Drinna and Tourist Fields and Western, although I will redo those, and Joran Village, and I'm currently working on the city of Stilben right now. So keep an eye on donfarland.com as well as YouTube channel, and I'll let you know when new things come out. But thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe, and have a nice day.